always telling me I'm in the coop too much. Niggas acting like they shooters, they don't shoot enough. Counted up 10,000 before I went to Vegas. I ain't bust a rollie down yet because I got patience. Look you in your eyes, I can tell you niggas flagrant. Look me in my eyes, you can tell I'm dedicated. Money out the dirt, stash the work down in the
What up, it's your boy Young Polo. You checking out Uknowcell.com. Right now, it's the hottest place to get all your new information on music and entertainment.
What up, what up? You logged on right now to Uknowcell.com. It's the homie Uknowcell. I'm kicking it right here with my homie Polo, man. Young Polo, what's the deal?
What's up, brother?
Man,
how you feel?
I'm coolin', man. New year, you know what I mean? Getting straight to it, new money, new work.
We working.
So
we are working.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of want to get straight into it, but
okay.
Before we get straight into the music, I kind of want to give them a background of you. You know what I mean? Because music wasn't my first introduction to you.
Right.
It was through a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Tattoos.
It's tattooing.
So let's talk about that. Your transition from tattooing art and then putting that into music.
Well, first of all, my back was against the wall at best when I was tattooing. So that was just a part of me just tapping into like needed to make money.
Right.
Just period. You know what I'm saying? So I just took lemons, made lemonade with that situation. But I always was making music. Right. That was always what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at that point, I just grinded it, bro. And then I was able to make enough money to, sustain my lifestyle and then invest in music. That was the only reason why I was taking a break, because I just sustained my life,
Yeah, I heard that.
For sure.
And speaking of that, even in that time, it wasn't, I had an inkling that you was doing music, but me being in radio, you didn't take that as your way of, as your end to say, yo bro, I do music. You always kind of made sure your stuff was put together first, and then you brought that around. So what made you go about it in that way, as opposed to, most people would have just been like, oh, I do the music. You know what I mean? So,
right. I just wouldn't waste your time. Period. Because you was a professional at that point in your life. You know what I mean? So it's like, I knew that I rapped, but I wasn't professionally rapping, so it did make sense for me. That's even like the relationships I got now, right? If I know somebody that is a professional rapper or a DJ or whatever they do, it don't make sense just because you know me to feel like it's your obligation to do that for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you deal with other professionals too.
Exactly.
So it was my job to get my shit together and then be like, Sell, I got it, bro.
Right.
And I giving you a whole package.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now we finally got around to that. I mean, we've been doing
this.
This ain't our first interview.
Nah.
So now you doing it full fledged, man. I was just talking to you off camera, and I was saying like, man, in total, you're like, third project is out, and it hasn't even been a full year.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Yenom, the creation of Yenom, and then we'll just roll through the projects. So let's talk about the creation of Yenom first.
Okay. Yenom, it just dawned on me one day. I had a photo shoot, and it's funny. I had a photo shoot for the tattoo company at the time, and the photos. If you look at the cover of Yenom, my face is cut off because the point wasn't to show my face; it was showing the tattoos.
Makes sense.
So I'm just playing around with Photoshop, looking at the picture. I'm like, damn, I got this music sitting. I should come up with a cover, and I would do that from time to time. I put money on that shit. I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, that's whack. And then I just flipped it. It just hit me. I was like, let me just flip it around. And then it still said something. It said Yenom. So it was like, cool, right? So even like when you listen to the newer music, you will hear me talking about it. But I didn't plan Yenom to go the way it went. It kind of just worked itself out. When I put it together, that's what took me so long to get to Yenom 2, because I knew I had to. It was my obligation to do some more music because I have been doing this for so long. Right. So when I thought about it, I was like, well, damn, I didn't want to change the title because I didn't want to cancel out the shirts.
Makes sense.
You feel me? I wanted to be able to make the market and continue to get bigger instead of canceling it out every time.
Right. Well, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
On Yenom, I don't think you had too many features on there.
I just had Dollar on there.
And that's like your brother.
That's
really,
my brother, yeah. So I only put him on there because I want him to rap so bad that it just makes sense for me to make sure that every opportunity I get to put him on something, I do.
Okay. So let's talk C. The visual for that, I feel like is super dope. And I feel like every chance you get, you know what I mean, you always showcase your father. You always showcase a relationship with your son.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that record, because that's one of the records that you're really still pushing. You know
That's a standout. It's a standout song. It was just a standout song. It's funny because Touch, who I got a great, like how me and you got a good relationship. When he heard the song, it wasn't even done. And then he asked me like, bro, let me just shoot this, because he could hear it. You know what I'm saying? So that song, it just kind of, it pieced itself together in a way where I was forced to finish the song when he wanted to shoot it.
Right.
And I'm like, when you want to shoot? He like, shit, we can do it in 2 weeks or tomorrow. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm about to go in the studio, finish the song, we'll do it tomorrow. And we just wing the whole video.
And
like a lot of it be winging, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
It come out so dope and organic with you. And even through, just like with you and your music and your brand, everything is consistent. Even like with the black and white, you know what I mean? Like that's something that you run consistently through. And just speaking of standout songs, another one that you got, Real Love, McNichols. You just released the just the acapella version of it. Yeah. What sparked you to do that? Because I may have seen it before, but I don't feel like I've seen it before. You know what I mean?
You know what it was? I wrote that song. That's one of the songs that I wrote, and I wrote it without a beat.
Okay.
So the words in that song meant more to me. Like the beat captured most of the people. The words was always what it was to me. That was very direct words that cut through. Yeah. They were like raw as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So it was like, and it's another one of those things where everything be on the fly. Touch called me like I got a flight at 12 p.m. It was like 8 in the morning. He like, but shit, we can shoot something real quick. Right. He like, you got something you want to do? I'm like, I really thinking to myself like, no. And then I thought about it like, you know what? Let's do some acapella shit. Let's just do something. Let's just build content.
I think that was fly on your part.
It was different. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it, bro. I wanted people to hear those words though.
That's what's up. Another thing I wanted to touch on is that in the project Yenom 2, you got more features. Yeah. But it's not like unexpected people. You know what I mean? These are people that even when I knew you back then, you still had relationships with. Yeah. So let's talk about how do you go about getting features or picking people who you want to go on certain songs?
I don't even pick it. These are people that I just talked to, and we all just do music. You know what I mean? Like I don't really reach out to that many people because I feel like I'm still new to the game. Right. So you know, people they want you to build your catalog. They want you to be like that, whatever. But like Peasy is somebody I have conversations with. Dame, somebody I have conversations with. Mac, these are all people. Dollar, these are all people that I consider close people to me. So it just happens that way. Or we'd get in the studio and we would just make songs. Like I have songs with these people, multiple. I have projects with these people.
Damn.
Yeah, because and then we'd just pick one for a project. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that speaks volumes to you. You know what I mean? As a person.
Yeah. That mean a lot to me though. Yeah. Even like us doing this thing, the personality of it, like the person that I'm dealing with, is bigger than the thing. Like to me.
I feel you. And that's how. And I feel like that a lot of times about everything. You know what I mean? When it comes to building relationships and just maneuvering in the game, I feel like it just needs to be organic.
It gotta be real. Yeah. It gotta be real. So and that's why Yenom work like this. Yeah. That's why the music is working and you see it manifesting like that. It's not something I'm trying to do.
And speaking of that, I wanna touch on just the grind portion of it, because the game nowadays, just the rap game in general, it benefits you in the way that you're moving, because it's an independent game right now and there's so many tools available to you. So let's talk about that and your business mindset before we get into 2.5.
It's really, for me, I try to make things as simple as possible in my mind, so that way when I'm up early and I'm planning things or I'm organizing things, it's just real simple for me. So basically, I feel like if you ask me that, it's like balance. The balance comes in where you have to be up just that much earlier. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have to be that much more organized. And for me, and that's it, and just being very hands-on and thorough, because it will get expensive if you not.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I was telling you earlier, like every $100 and $1,000 that you got, it matters, because it will add up to $20,000 quick.
For sure.
So you have to know what you're doing when, like me, and that's why if you look at just the marketing alone, which is stuff I come up with myself, it starts to market itself now. So I took that thought process out. I was trying to take processes out for myself to make it easy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that way it's just like waking up and throwing on the white Air Ones every day like I do. Right. I take thought processes out of everything and try to make it as simple as possible.
Well,
that's how I try to do it.
I mean, it make a whole lot of sense when you think about it, as far as, you know, just trying to limit things and make things work and be way more direct. Which
I want it to be direct, even raw.
Yeah.
So even like, so right now where you see me at right now is I just got off the phone. I'm talking to my engineer in Baltimore, I'm talking to my engineer in Detroit, and I'm talking to the fucking mix and master guy. And the problem that I'm having is just getting the sound right with them. I'll be cool with that shit.
Right.
I'm like, it don't have to be so perfect that it's like it's not a fucking R&B album, bro. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a street EP. You know what I mean? You should hear a little bit.
You should hear that pain.
You should hear a little bit, yeah. And I'm trying to explain that to him. You don't gotta polish it so much. It's already a good direct body of work. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so that, and then that's what leads into, you know, that's how every project will lead into the next one. You know.
So speaking about leading up into the next project or the project that's the focus.
Yeah.
Right now, 2.5.
Yep.
Straight to the point. 5 songs.
Yeah.
$300 Pillow. The visual is out. The song is out. I want to talk about that one because that seems to be the standout record from this EP. Beat is crazy. I like the way you come on in the song. You know what I mean, and then the beat drop. So let's talk about that process of $300 Pillow and. You know, what does that signify to you? Because some people will look at the title and be like, $300 Pillow, what the hell? You know what I mean?
I was at a hotel. I was at a hotel in Atlanta, and it was like a boutique hotel. I forget the name of it. It had really, really nice things, and the housekeeper was talking to me and telling me that the pillow was $300. So I was like, oh, damn, that's fly. And I just thought about it, and it stuck with me.
Right.
It just stuck. So then when I don't even remember the process of that song. It happened so fast. Like what you hear on certain songs is that fast.
Right.
It's almost a freestyle because it's just like the beat. I get the beat and then I get the words just fall in place. You know what I'm saying? So that's why those songs work. So yeah, that's a big song. That's definitely a good one. And I think at that point, once I finished that song, was when I finished 2.5. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just stamp it right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had already had that email full of beats and my guys was like, my producers was sending me crazy shit. So it was hard for me to put it at 5, but it was also easy because I was able to listen to the songs and make like, I don't want you to get it and skip nothing.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like I could have gave you 10 songs and you might have skipped 4. You might didn't really like that 4. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I didn't care for like anything in the first 30 seconds, it's not making the cut. Just period.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that's smart. I like short albums, straight to the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It give you a chance to want more of. You know what I'm saying? And replay those songs. Like get to know these. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to give you too much.
And kind of what stood out to me too is the reaction to Real Love from the fans, and you definitely believe in the record.
Yeah.
Cause you put it on 2.5 as well.
I use it again. Yeah. I felt like it was necessary.
But I feel the same way. I feel like that was necessary because that's a song that you don't want people to kind of skip past.
I don't want them to look over it. I don't want to look over it. And then another thing is because the guy He Be Fresh, he did that song. So my Yenom albums is, as you know, like I do those with Fed and them. That's my home base. We really like team up and come up with that stuff.
Right.
But He Be Fresh had came in. Him and the other guy, Art, that did $300 Pillow. He made that beat. Okay. He made the other 4 songs. So Art did $300 Pillow. So that was another reason why I wanted to make sure that he got his just due for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he deserved that because he did a great thing with that beat. I ain't gonna lie, that beat is killing it, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit hard.
So, right now, with the climate of Detroit music. How do you feel about it as an artist coming from Detroit? How do you feel about?
I'm listening.
How do you feel about? How do you feel about the music scene right now in the city? And what is your focus? Is your focus the city? Is your focus outside of the city? Like, what is your focus as an artist right now?
To be as big as like Jay-Z is my focus, honestly. So like the way I work is I look at myself being where Jay-Z is at, and then I put myself where I'm at, and then I do necessary steps that I think will get me there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the only way that I work, and it works for me because I remember just wanting to be where I'm at right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as where rap is at in Detroit, I think I really pretty much love it, bro. Like even like seeing Payroll just get that deal.
Yeah.
But Payroll told me he was gonna get that deal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my friend. Like, you know, I mean, this had to be 5 years ago. And we was sitting in the car, and I don't think it was a great Payroll day that day. And he was like, "Shit, I'm beyond though." He knew that shit. He knew he was gonna get there. Like T Grizzly, like Dej Loaf, the FMB, everybody. I see everything, bang. I see everything, bro. And I listen to shit. You know what I mean? Like I like that shit. Peasy shit, damn shit. It's nobody. Like I seen a list one day, and it was like, damn, they ain't miss nobody. I feel like they didn't miss nobody on that list. You know what I'm saying? Like we doing good. We doing good in the D. And I still like to keep like. People would tell me, "Oh, your shit sound industry. It don't sound like Detroit music." I don't do that on purpose. Right. But this is Detroit rap, though. Period. Yeah, it's Detroit rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't never try to like exclude this shit. It's like Detroit rap. That's what it is. I'm part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been having Cash Out and Doughboy niggas on my album since before I was taking this shit serious. So I've been in the DNA of this shit, and I got real relationships with you and anybody else that's have anything to do with the that have anything to do with the community. So, you know, and I respect it. I respect the game. And
you just pulled up the cover right here, which I'm gonna pop up over here for them to see.
Okay,
too.
okay.
But
Champagne
Forever. You've been promoting this.
Yeah.
You've been promoting it in a way, you know, maybe some may be a little confused.
I know.
As far as it being a single, a project, things. So can you clarify that if you want to, one, and then two, the title, Champain Forever, where did that come from?
Okay, Champain Forever it would have been Champagne too. Okay. But I don't want to continue doing champagnes. Right. Champagne came from a place after my daddy got killed, right? So that was why I spelled it PAIN. Right. I don't want to keep and like bringing that part into it. Like I've grown past it. Excuse me. But so that's Champagne, and the reason why I did it forever is because this will be the end of the Champagne thing. Okay. Right. Yenom is the focus for us, but Champagne is very important. So when I found myself tapping into that same emotion, making those songs, like when you hear Champagne, it's gonna be my personal favorite. I know that. Right. I know that much because I make it to heal a part of me when I make Champagne Forever. That's what that is. And it's an EP. So even like the 2.5 thing is something that will come in between Yenom albums. So it will be. It might not be annual. It might not always be like 3.5 or 4.5, but you will get another 0.5 at some point. Okay. So this is me closing this out and just putting more music in my catalog. Like people need to have more Young Polo songs. Right. And that's what I understand from my fan. Like when I talk to a guy that work at a place where he gotta wear a tucked in shirt with a tie, right? And he loved me. Or then I talk to a guy who really walk around with a pocket full of money and he wears $600 shirts and he in the street and he carry a strap. Like when I'm getting this from two totally different places, this is how I know I gotta keep this little method I gotta stick to it. So it will be confusing. And it should be, I feel like. You know what I mean? Because I'm working this like from a natural place. So like y'all get like if it was up to me, that shit would be coming out like this. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like it's the people, my administration be like, Polo, chill, don't put it straight out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like don't put it. I'd be like, nigga, I'm ready to drop. Yeah, I'm ready to drop. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically that. You know what I mean? And it fits. It fits.
Yeah, man. I think
it fits well.
So you said Champain Forever is going to be an EP. Let's kind of touch on what the part of you saying that it heals a part of you. Because I just recently lost my father. So, you know what I mean? So I connect with you there. And then you got a son and I got a son. Yeah. So let's talk about the balance there between family and doing this as far as entertainment. Like, you got to give a piece here, a piece there. How do you balance that?
First of all, that loss is like the place that I have to remind people sometimes, like, that's why I work like I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I always wear a watch. That's why time and money is so important to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but as far as the balance, I'm the same person in every room. Mm-hmm. I'm the same person when I'm with my son, when I'm with you, when I'm at the studio. I'm not even, that's why I don't put my name on these albums, Young Polo, because I'm really John, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's that real. So, like, I don't have a problem really balancing none of it.
Exactly.
I have no problem with it. But as far as me having to heal that, I know I'm the only person that could really do it, because I'm the only person that know how I feel. Mm-hmm. I'm the only person that carry that and wake up in the morning with that. Have to wipe them tears and get it out here. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't look to somebody else. I can explain it to you all day. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I have to, do things the way that I do them. That's why you see things happening for me like this right now, bro. Mm-hmm. Because I just started doing everything the way that in my mind. Like, if I could sit and I could just think all day and write the shit down, as long as I could check everything off that list in a certain amount of days, I don't feel no funny shit, no stress, no weird vibes from people. Yeah. I just seclude myself and I work on this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it works. It's working.
Yeah, it's definitely working, man. And just from seeing the growth, I just want to say, congratulations on everything.
I appreciate it.
I definitely wish you much more success. Let's tell the fans, people who may be watching this for the first time and just getting hip to you, where they can find yourself as far as social media and all of the music.
I'm on Instagram at King Young Polo. The music is on every platform. It's on YouTube. Even if you want to get it for free, I'll start there. And then it's on Apple Music. It's on iTunes if you just want to help put money in our pocket and support us. But I feel like the way that I'm working, I'm going to make sure that every person that I feel like should know, they will know. Yeah. I'm not excluding any one thing out of this process. Like, we really, really working right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why we doing this. We spilling over time, all type of shit, but we got to get the work done.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And, I appreciate you just, like, you would hit me up. Like, that's why I do business with people that I know, and I keep that same thing going. Because, like, you do favors for me, you don't have to do, like, you put that thing, that was really fucking sweet, bro. Yeah, for sure. Like, that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was good looking, like, that was sweet, Sometimes I shut down. You ever see me shut my Instagram down? You ever notice that?
I don't think I caught you.
I be shutting it down.
But
that's how I work.
Well, sometimes you gotta do that.
I literally, like, do that cancel thing, and I shut it down, bro. Yeah. Like, for, like, two weeks at a time sometimes. I have to get off that shit. Like, I can't even look at it, bro. I literally have to work the work.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So, but that's just what it is. I just want everybody to be able to, grow with me. So that's why all the imperfections, the way that things are, I always tell people, just because somebody have really nice things don't mean they have an amazing life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all about what are you doing with your time.
For sure.
So that's just where I'm at with it, bro. So we got music. We got music coming out. Should I drop the date for Champain Forever?
You want to give them the date?
February 1st. February 1st. Fuck it. I would just let them know. It's on February 1st. Yep. So that's Champain Forever. So 2.5 is out right now. $300 pillow. The video, the visuals out now. And that's really it.
We on. And it's definitely, it ain't the first. It won't be the last.
No. Hell no.
So just make sure you stay in tune. Uknowcell.com. Young Polo. We out.
My guy.
You know it.
Let's check out what's trending with hot new artist, Young Polo, off Yenom Volume 1. It's See You.
See me when I pull that Benz up. See in my eyes that I've been there. See me when I leave the jeweler. Acting like I never knew you.
Off Yenom 2 is Real Love featuring McNichols.
I hate it when a nigga owe me money. I hate it when a nigga get some money and then start acting funny. I hate it when a nigga say he love me. I see it in your eyes and your actions. You ain't got nothing for me.
And off his latest release, 2.5 EP, is $300 Pillow.
I treat my niggas like they real fam. My niggas made $1 million off a clean scam. If you catch me high, cause I'm super up. Middle finger to the sky, I don't give a fuck. Got $300 pillows, yeah, they super plush.
Make sure you follow Polo at King Young Polo on Instagram and check out this and more streaming live on all digital platforms now.